Hello everyone, welcome back to NeoCab. This is Dan, and I've got a bit of a, I don't want to call it a sore throat, but my throat's having a little bit of an issue at the moment. I'm not sure if I caught something, or if I'm not taking good enough care of myself, or I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm trying. You never know. I mean, things happen. It's just, it's tough. Anyways, in the last one, Lina was also finding that things were tough, and she met with the Soul, who had also time that was tough, but he was not budging despite Lina possibly having saved his life. He was just very hateful against drivers and cars in general, and just I don't want to say it's unjustified. It certainly he certainly feels justified in how he feels, and I don't blame him with what happened. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels a bit much the way how far he's taking it. I mean, Lina has proven herself to be a decent one, a good one, and he's just blindly being like, no, all drivers, all cars are bad. You drive a car, you have a car, you're a driver, you're bad. Even though, like, he has a motorcycle, or he had a motorcycle, it's destroyed now, but, like, it's like, bro, you drive a motorcycle. Yeah, people say you ride a motorcycle, but you're operating it. If you're operating it, I'd say you're driving it. If you're riding something, you're a passenger. I mean, that might be semantics, and it might be pedantic, but I don't care. Like, if you are a passenger, you're riding. You know, you're like, I would say you're also driving a bike. But hey, again, pedantic, semantics, I don't care. But like, if you're in control, then, well, I guess there's a possible conspiracy that maybe the car that ran over, what was it, 17 people or something in the last incident, and possibly that ran over him, might not have been driven. It might have not had an actual driver. It might actually have been Capra, like causing things to happen in the background that makes them benefit from the automation that they're bringing. Who knows? We'll see. All right, so here we go. Night 2. Where are we going? I think we're going with yeah, Queen Radix. I think we said we were gonna go with here with this guy, Mr. Charlie Elliott, and we're gonna go with Charlie because he was the guy, he was the tech bro that Savvy was meeting up with. After all, wouldn't you like to know? But he rates as a 5-star user, so how bad could it be, right? If it moves, it's Capra. I've learned not to bother with golden prime packs back in the flats. Really? Oh, golden prime packs. Those are the ones that, like, the golden ones. Like, that last guy, he threw up in our car. The small boost in fare wasn't worth the huge dose of entitlement that typically came with it. Yeah, like the last guy. Not to mention the stains on the upholstery. But if this guy was involved with Savvy, there probably wasn't anything typical about him. Plus, I needed information. Desperately. Here for Charlie? That's right. Yeah, he's got the Capra, like, merch on him. Like, that's the Capra symbol. I'm pretty sure that says Capra down there. And his shirt, I don't know what's up with this shirt. Let's ease into this. How's your night been? Oh, you know, drink to forget bad memories. And all you get are the new ones. Should I put that on a throw pillow for your backseat? His face was shiny with sweat, and he smelled like you poured a bottle of whiskey into a gym bag, the dead giveaway. Huh. So he smells like sweat and whiskey. He'd been clubbing, just like on the night Savvy disappeared. My palms were clammy on the steering wheel. There was a chance this guy knew where she was right now. Yeah, I need to play it cool. I needed to play it cool. No worries. Just as long as you had a good night. Yeah, I need to blow off some steam. Having a rough time lately? What are you, some kind of driver priestess? You have the face for it. I bet people spill their guts for you. I don't know how to take that. I know, it's just so blatantly animal to go to the place with the hottest guys and the loudest bass when the thoughts get bad. Oh, do you play for the other team, so to speak? Are you a how do I put it? I'll just let it play out. But frick, it was just almost works, you know? Yes, in fact, I did know. More so the loud bass part and pulling Savvy off the high skies. Wait, wasn't this guy supposed to be one of her boyfriends? No, I think he asked her for well, she owed him, and he probably asked for her a favor to take him to meet other guys, is what I'm getting at. Oops, your feel-good feels bad. Yeah, she's red. Do you like that thing? We got them for free at work. Another Capra Cares wellness program. Not that I'd ever wear it. Why would I want anyone knowing how I really feel all the time? Exactly! Some things you just want to keep private. That's personal stuff. It's alright. My friend gave it to me. She thought it'd help me be more assertive. And does it? I think maybe we should be assertive right now. Yes, in fact, it's about to help me be assertive right now. She's actually someone you know. I wanted to ask you about her. What? Do I know you? No, but I heard she was hanging out with you. Right before she disappeared. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. Just tell me, do you know where Savvy is? Oh my god, freaking Savvy. This is a nightmare. Are you a cop or something? I'm not saying anything. Great. I'd scared him silent. I'm obviously not a cop. Sure. Seriously, I've been pulled over way too many times for that. Savvy's my best friend since we were teenagers. I watched him for any sign of recognition. Hadn't she told her latest guy about me? Lina from Cactus Flats? Yeah. Okay, I remember now, Lina. She made me help clear her out her extra room for you. That girl lives like a garbage rat. My mind raced with questions. But I could almost see the anger coming off him like waves. Yeah, maybe he could tell me where to find her. If I could just find out when he'd seen her last. Needed to know exactly how they knew each other. I think this middle one. If I could just find out where he'd seen her last. When did you last see her? Look, I'm not in the mood to go into it. Period. Perfect. I'd pushed him too far. If he had a feel good, I'd know how my words were landing, but like this, I'd have to fly blind. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so intense. Makes sense you're friends with her. I could feel him holding something back. He gritted his teeth so loud I could feel it in my jaw. I needed to know exactly how they knew each other. So how long have you two been together? Together? I have a boyfriend. He's gorgeous and we vid chat every day, which is not easy when he lives in Oslo, okay? She was my work wife. Technically, she worked for me, but a lot of cappies have a stick up their butt, you know? Take away their Vita powder and their whole OS crashes. It was so nice to have someone that could talk about something besides crypto and fro yoga. I don't know, she actually listened. Savvy worked at Capra? Didn't you know? I definitely did not. So Savvy was a double agent inside Capra. Yeah, because she works with Radix. Did it seem like she liked working there? Yeah, she talked about it constantly. Don't go off on me, but Capra makes the world a better place. Oh, I don't think so. Reduce auto deaths, reduce pollution, help make cities more accessible. I was about to move her to community outreach because she was so passionate. Like, preach! Everything he told me swirled in my head. I felt my stomach drop. Savvy, what have you done? We were almost at Charlie's drop-off. There was so much more I wanted to ask him. Can I call you or meet up again? Sure, let me give you my address while I'm at it too. Had to ask. I just need all this to be over. Whatever Savvy's up to, it's serious. Capra prosecutes everything, and with Sophie's Law on the line, he let the question linger as I pulled up to his building. I'd watch my back if I were you. So they're on to her, basically, he's saying. Worst driver ever? What? Elliot gave you 1 star. Talk less. Try smiling. Wow. Jerk. Jerk face. Your rating decreased. Oh my god. Neocab drivers should maintain a rating of 4 or higher to avoid deactivation. Good lord. That was a terrible drive. Well, we earned money. He did not tip us at all. What a jerk. Now in the Steve. Well, it was well after midnight, and I'd met my ride quota. I checked my feel grid. Deep violet. I had it in me to push on for one more ride tonight, or I could call it early and get some rest. I think we should push on. Every PAX was a chance to learn the city and earn some coin. Yeah, her goal was 40 out of 35. Feel grid is kind of not great. Dude, this guy was being a jerk. Savvy's a double agent. Radix, Capra. Also, Charlie is the worst. Yeah, for real. What a dweek. It's this dude again? For real? Oh, this is to go see him, I guess. Liam. We talked to him earlier. Carlos. Stella. Buñuel. And Klaus. Yeah, you're no longer a NeoCap Prime person, are you? Well, I don't have enough charge to get to any of these people. But maybe we can hit up Liam again after we charge up. Do each of these charging stations charge something differently? Charging up before I was running low? My dad would be so proud. The asking price. A little steep, but here I was. Full charge. Alright. Let's see. These people still around? They're still around. Okay. Who is this dude, Aganon? I think we hit up Liam. This is going to be a big one. Faster than a shutter snap. Lanyard. Yeah, we'll do this one more time. Maybe he'll give us a good rating and boost our rating up. Liam waved to me right before he got in the car. He looked excited to see me. I winked back to see if I could get a laugh. It seemed to work. Hey, Lina. Wow, what are the odds we'd see each other again? Of all the neocabs in all of Los Ojos. he gets into mine. Fate. Have you been, Lina? Maybe we just be kind of, like, truthful. Kind of rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Anything in particular? There's something going on with my friend. I can't really get in touch. It's stressing me out. She's been flaking a lot on me. I can't stand that. Oh god, same, but I know she's got a lot going on. It's fine, mostly. So what about you? Wait. You've got one of those things on your arm. No way. The feel grid. Wow. Yeah, actually Savvy gave it to me. Huh, interesting. How do you feel about it? I see what you did there. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of weird. I know, right? I find it so bizarre, just as a concept, putting your emotions on display. Doesn't it make you uncomfortable? I feel like it does make me more honest. I mean, people can see, so, like, there's no point in hiding. But, yeah, it makes me uncomfortable. Other people trying to see. Like, when Asul saw, it was like, oh, wait, I see. Was it Asul? I forget. Somebody was like, oof, I see you're red. It does, sometimes. But I've been told that I have a lot of feelings. Like, a lot. And the feel grid sort of draws them out of me. Yeah, yeah, I need to stop. Stop what? Being all thinky, dissecting stuff. Why? It's the worst. I've been trying to stay out of the heavier side of LO, but... Lina, not to bring the room down, or the car, I guess, but can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know anything about Sophie Lumiex, the late Sophie Lumiex? I know a few things, yeah. Well, I guess not about her. Not much. She was a ballerina in LO who was killed by a car. Yeah, we heard that part. Like a car, human driver. You've probably heard of Sophie's Law, at least. Definitely. I figured. Affects you more than most. Well, after I left you the other night, I went out to take some pictures and stumbled onto this massive crowd of people. It was a vigil for Sophie. Big deal. Lots of mourners. Some people had signs about cars, about Capra, or whatever. There was this portrait of her, full ballet pose, arabesque, surrounded by flowers, people crying, chanting about change. That sounds... Yeah, that sounds like a lot. It really was, although what really struck me was the whole scene was bathed in this blue glow, and it was coming off of people's wrists, feel grids. Are they really that popular here? I haven't seen too many. Yeah, we've only been here for, what, a couple of days, and not every one of our passengers has had it. But people seem to know what they are. I think they're gaining traction. While at the vigil, field grids were everywhere. I got some interesting shots, but it was so strange taking a photo with only one possible interpretation. It's just, here are some sad people. You know, they are sad because they are blue. It's weird, you know? Yeah. Yeah, but maybe it's not that simple. But it's not that simple. There are different kinds of sad. We can't read the feeling exactly. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Either way, it was really striking. Mostly blues, some reds here and there, greens and yellows too. What do those mean? Calm, relaxed, positive? good, I guess. Haven't been there in a while. I mean, you can try and interpret it, but yeah, it means that they're calm. Green is calm, but that doesn't mean that they're in a good mood. It just means that they're not like fiery with passion, right? Chill, happy. But see, that's the problem, right? If I show up at a funeral and my field grid says I'm stoked, maybe you're just enjoying happy memories. Probably, sure. But there's so much room for error, misinterpretation. Yes, he's completely right. I keep picturing the Mona Lisa. 500 years of that unreadable smile until you slap a field grid on it. I'm a bit scrambled up about the whole thing. So you're not in the market for one then. At least the look is interesting, and I almost got one free one. Who's handing out free field grids? Probably Capra. Good question. So I'm at the vigil, yeah? Everything's blue. It's dreamlike, mournful. But then I look across the street and there's this whole gang, right? Not a field grid in the pack, it's a dark zone. I go over there to check them out, and they say they're this group called Radix. The word hit me like a gut punch. Maybe I could get some intel if I played this right. Oh yeah? Who's Radix? They're anti-car activists. Cool people, mostly. Except one of them who got pretty heated when I said they must like Sophie's Law. Rookie mistake. They hate cars, but they hate Capra even more. Even more than you, maybe. Maybe. Hey, you're the one who brought them up this time. Impossible. So what were they doing at the vigil? Well, they were actually trying to recruit. At Sophie Lamo's vigil? That's kind of tacky. Yeah, they were saying the law is a cheap half measure, gives Capra more power, doesn't save any lives. Anyway, I showed them the photos I took of the blue glow, and they said none of those people had field grids when they showed up. Apparently 2 hours later some Capra rep showed up and started handing them out, free of charge. Dude, the plot thickens even more. What if they handed out like bad field grids, or field grids that they could manipulate and be like, oh, everybody here is showing blue, when really maybe they're just apathetic, but it looks like they're sad, and it's like, hey, pass this law, no more actual drivers, only Capra cars. What if that's like their evil plan? Hold on, is that really true? Radix swore up and down that's how it happened. Huh. Yeah, I guess my question is, why? Because it puts on a show. I could only see the bad side when it comes to Capra. Because Capra turns everything into a brand partnership. And then I take pictures of it and share it with the world. Makes me feel a little duped? Exactly. Yeah, that tends to be Capra's thing. I know, I'm more than familiar. That's something I maybe should have told you the other day, when I got weird. When you got weird? Mostly it was us, I'd say. Yeah, I got quiet and sort of standoffish. That wasn't fair. Oh wow, no, that was on me. Well, at least let me make one little excuse. I worked for a big Capra adjacent company when I was still in the UK. I got the job really young, working in immersive tech and AI. Loved it. It let me be creative, and I felt like I was changing things. So we got big. We got big because we were good. But then you lose yourself, don't you? How do you mean? More and more I was balancing creativity, my actual work, with corporate ethics. And you're sure this wasn't in Los Ojos? Yeah, gross. Gross. It was. We just kept working with the worst people, saying yes to more funding regardless of where it came from. To To make myself feel better, I joined all these initiatives for change, for diversity, helping the right kinds of communities and people. I took on so much on, and so did lots of us, but it was just impossible. What's the phrase? Money talks? Definitely talk louder than we did. So you came to LO? The city of unavoidable politics? Ha! I know. It seems counterintuitive, doesn't it? I guess maybe this trip is a test, to see if I can turn my brain off. Be a tourist, not an activist. Just watch all the Capra stuff happen and let it float by. Just let everything float by. No agonizing over morals, no fighting, just observing. Where do you feel you're at? You know that's impossible, right? I wish I could do that. Well, let's focus on him. Where do you feel you're at? Doing my best to remain impartial on everything turns out to be a lot of work. I mean, just look at me. I'm lost right now. I took a really good picture of an important LO moment, of people experiencing something profound. It might be one of my best. But I can't decide. I used to do nothing but decide. And now I can't even say if I took a photo, photo I took is real. I know the feeling. Was anything real in Los Ojos? Well, it's a real picture. You took it, you were there, and people can interpret it however they want. You're not advocating anything just by posting it, just sharing what you saw. Yeah, thanks. Hey, listen, obviously don't take your eyes off the road, but do you think I could send you the picture? You can tell me what you think. I want to share it. I think it's important, but I'd sort of love your thoughts. Be my moral compass? Yeah, send away. Thanks. And sorry if I'm being a downer. People come to LO for the lights and sights, you know? And I end up getting right back into the muck. Well, you're not a downer. So far, you're 2 for 2 on positive interactions with Liam. Brilliant. Thanks. I pulled up to Liam's hotel again. It was hard not to feel a pang of jealousy. Having a decent place to sleep felt like it was just a part of another timeline for me. And here we are. Cool. Thanks for listening to me rant, Lina. And for looking at the photo for me. Anytime, friend. See you in texts. He was already scrolling through his camera as he walked in. Did the fate of a de facto Capra ad campaign lay in his hands, or lay in my hands, mixed with the fate of a photo that could sway the Sophie's Law vote? Liam, buddy, I can't tell if you came to the exact right person or the exact wrong person. Yeah, because she's, like, deeply involved in all of it. Like, Sophie's Law affects her, but also Capra is, like, it's terrible. 2 for 2 on positive interactions with Lina. 5 stars. Increased. And we're now at the 4.0 that we need to be. And we made some extra dough. And now we're in the Outer Lands. Alright, shift ended. Alright, earned, spent. Alright, now we launch a Crasher. I don't want to stay in a Capra hotel if I can avoid it. Maybe we go back to this place. How much? Oh, that takes up I guess it takes up quite a bit. But, charge is cheaper, I guess. I mean, this is nice, Luisa's home, but, I mean, 35? It's a lot of money. 110, can't do that. Don't even have that much money. Alright, I guess we do this. We'll stay at the, Azteca. I scanned the place for pine cones as soon as I walked in. None that I could see. That, plus the fact that I could practically taste the relief of a cool mattress, had me asleep in record time. I dreamed of cactus flats again. I was back in my old room with all my little things. More pine cones and shells, and now a few crystals, some mismatched earrings, a pearl-handled hairbrush. I touched each object, one by one, and as I did, each of them hummed. The sounds built on top of one another into a beautiful song. The song wrapped me up so I felt safe. Then it buzzed inside me with so much energy, I felt like I could fly. Then someone else was in the room, and I knew that they shouldn't have been there. I wasn't flying. I couldn't fly. And all my little things went away, one by one, in poofs of dust as their songs became screams. I started to vanish, too. My body just blinked away, piece by piece. I was nowhere and nothing. I woke up. I only made it to the lobby in time to scrounge the last lone muffin on the table. When I took a bite, it didn't scream. I couldn't tell if I was comforted or disappointed. Back to work. Alright. Man. I opened the NeoCab app like it was going to give me some answers. Nope. At least now I knew of a few friendly faces in the city. Hopefully one of them needed a ride as badly as I needed some leads. Hello, Lina. Alright. Starting our shift. Did we get any? We will finish you. Rip Sophie. It should have been... Yeah, it should have been Capra. What is this, though? Cat, we will finish you. Is this the Capra logo? Huh. Alright, well. Interesting. Yeah, now we're down on the cash. Pull up the map. Oh, it's this lady again. I'm interested. Alright. But you know what? I think what we'll do is we'll do that in the next episode. She was quite a trip in the last time that we had her. Maybe she's got more leads, something that can help us on our search for Savvy. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this episode. I hope that you will come back for the next one, and I hope to see you there. And until then, everyone, bye.